A war that killed nearly 3 million people, divided one nation into two, and officially never ended. This is the Korean War, the forgotten conflict that changed Asia forever. For 35 years, Korea lived under Japanese rule. Koreans lost their independence. Their language and culture were suppressed, and many were forced to work for the Japanese Empire. Japan's surrender in 1945 brought freedom to Korea, but it also brought division. The Soviet Union occupied the North, the United States occupied the South. What was meant to be? In 1948, two separate countries were created. In the North, Communist leader Kim Il-sung took power. In the South, Syngman Rhee became president. Both wanted to unite Korea under their own rule. Before sunrise on June 25, 1950, more than 100,000 North soldiers crossed the border into South Korea. Supported by Soviet tanks and heavy artillery, within only 3 days fell to North Korean forces. Thousands of civilians fled the city as the South Korean army retreated south in a desperate attempt to survive. The United Nations condemned North Korea's invasion and created a military coalition led by the United States. Soldiers from more than 20 countries answered the call, turning the Korean conflict into an... In September 1950, General Douglas MacArthur launched the daring Incheon landing. The surprise amphibious assault trapped The victory at Incheon seemed to signal the conflict. As United Nations forces approached China's border, China entered the war. In late 1950, Chinese soldiers crossed into Korea, launching surprise attacks that forced in modern warfare. After months of brutal fighting and freezing winters, the war settled into a deadly stalemate. By 1951, the war had reached a deadly stalemate. For the next 2 years, both sides fought fiercely for hills and trenches. Front lines barely moved. On July 27, 1953, after 3 years of brutal fighting, an armistice agreement finally stopped the war, but no peace treaty was ever signed. One war created two completely different nations, and its consequences are still shaping the world today.